Okay, so a while back someone asked me what I would think it would be like if Spider-Man would have been in the Teen Titans or the New Titans or the Titans, since all those names are kind of interchangeable. And I was thinking, man, the interactions he would have with certain characters. Because Spider-Man has been written as both kind of a happy-go-lucky guy who wisecracks, which would make him perfect for almost any of the Kid Flash characters. They're only written to be, kind of smart-alecky. And Beast Boy. Beast Boy, depending on writer, he's either was kind of quippy or he was, really dramatic. So Beast Boy and Spider-Man, I could see getting along very, very well. Spider-Man also had a lot of tech abilities, very science-oriented. And I was like, man, him and Cyborg. He could be the serious man with Cyborg, and also be the counterbalance comedically to Cyborg. And I was like, those two would, man, those three characters alone, Beast Boy, Kid Flash, and Cyborg, will get along beautifully well with Spider-Man. Someone like Robin, depending on which Robin it was, it might be, I remember when I saw my parents die. It'd be like, my parents were, it's like, depending on how they wrote his parents, he might talk about how he watched his uncle die. So he'd kind of have that depressing backstory, which would make him empathetic to someone like Robin. And plus his empathy, in fact, he did lots of wacky sort of magical adventures, Spider-Man did. He might actually work pretty well against Raven. I could see those two having a unique relationship, similar to how in Teen Titans Go, you've got, Beast Boy and Raven. I could see them having that sort of relationship. Just as long as we got, if you have Marv Wolfman and George Perez working, they can make it work pretty well with almost anybody. Then I was thinking, but I could really see him having a great love interest. Starfire. Something about the Spider-Man character and Starfire, it seems like it clicks. Like it clicks well. So by all means, feel free to, fanboy that up. At the same time, if you take Spider-Man from a different time point, I'm thinking maybe around Clone Saga time. If he thinks he's a clone now, how well he would work with Connor Kent, Superboy, who at the time was also revealed to be a clone. That could be a really unique bonding experience. It was like, I'm a clone of Superman. Oh, I'm a clone of Spider-Man. Oh. How do you make you feel about it? They could kind of have that nice rapport when it comes to stuff like that. And then I was like, well, what about Miles Morales? Miles Morales would fit almost even better. Because if you look at people like Arsenal, someone who, or even Robin or Nightwing, someone who actually is a sidekick. Depending on how they've weaved Miles Morales in. But initially he was kind of not directly a sidekick of Spider-Man, then they kind of started working together, so it kind of became kind of sidekicky. Then he would know, he said, I've lived up to this mantle. I've lived up to that guy and what he's done. And that amount of pressure would work well with someone like Arsenal. Who kind of, for a while I was Speedy, then I broke free and became my own character. Robin, the same way too, could be like, you know what? I was like that. I was in the shadow of Batman the whole time. I'm talking like Grayson, so. Then became my own guy. Or even Tim Drake. You know what? I did this for a long time, became my own guy. I used that as a template to develop my own identity. Same as Aqualad. Yeah, you know what? I've got powers similar to this guy, but I'm forging my own path. So either one, Peter Parker and Miles Morales, would work really, really well. Peter Parker, depending on era, could work with the younger Teen Titans or an actual Titans group. Whether it's at the young adult age. Miles Morales could work well with a younger group, especially the ones that are really trying to cut their teeth, really trying to figure out what it is that they can do to make themselves, better at being superheroes. He would be great around the time of like Jaime Reyes, who was trying to come to grips with his own power and the mantle that he had to live up to. There's a lot of really great connections they could make with some of those different characters. I could see them working a lot better than I could see them with the Justice League. I think Spider-Man at the Justice League would feel very much like Spider-Man with the Avengers. He's got looking like, okay, so there's Superman, practically a god. Wonder Woman, practically a god. Batman, written like a god. There's a dude with a magic ring that allows him to do anything he can think of. You're a Martian. You evolve Superman's powers and telepathy and shapeshifting. Yeah. I'm just gonna hang on here with the dude with the bow and arrows. That's about the way I feel. So the bow and arrow guy. Yeah. Okay. What about the girl with the sword? Oh, the sword captures the souls of people that she kills? Oh. Okay. I will take monitor duty. And if you need some help with something, let me know. I do a lot of burglaries and a lot of small stuff. What's that thing? Oh, it devours suns? I'll be here with the monitors if you guys need me. Now, of course, with the Titans, it would make sense because he would have more experience. He would almost be almost like a middle level leader. Or if Robin's not there, Nightwing's not there, he could be the person who fills in and becomes the leader, the person who kind of helps him run the group. But I think in Justice League he would be like Aquaman, be a fish out of water.